Boy, I've been in front of the camera all day. I'm getting weird. I gotta go home. Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce, and I've just been shooting a bunch of black powder, and I got a dry ball situation. Stop laughing. Dry balls is when you try to fire your bullet out of your black powder revolver or black powder rifle in general, and nothing comes out. You get a little snap, which this is what it sounds like. Well, that did not ignite the gunpowder, so let me put a new primer on that. That is the primer, that is the cap going off, but the powder not being ignited and the bullet not being sent down the barrel. Now, I don't know if something was wrong with the powder, if I forgot to put powder in that chamber. I am not sure. And we got a few minutes before it starts raining here in Tennessee, so we'll see if we can diagnose this on the fly. If not, we'll go back to the bunker. All right, go half cock here. Take out the barrel wedge. Take off the barrel. These are all sticky because I've been shooting all day. And you see right there, there is the one bullet still stuck in the chamber. And that should not be. And I put several caps through there, so there's something going on there that's not happy. So what we're going to do is take out the nipple. Again, stop laughing. Nipples are serious business. Got your good old nipple wrench. I'm looking through the nipple right now and I can see daylight through it, which means it is not clogged. Of course, I forgot my real flashlight at home, so I'm using my cell phone flashlight here. And we're going to see if there is gunpowder. So it looks like I forgot to put gunpowder in this one chamber. Yeah, there's nothing coming out of there. There should be some gunpowder spilling out of there, but there's not. So there's a couple different ways we can fix this. Number one is to get a screw, like almost look like a corkscrew, but it's a dry ball screw. That's probably a different name for it. I don't know, but that is a funny way to describe what it is. And it looks like a corkscrew, and you drill it into the lead ball, which it will go into, and then you just pull it out like a cork. So you can do that. You can also pour gunpowder. Since we do have the option to get to the back of the bullet, we can pour gunpowder down here just a little bit, just enough to get her out of the gun, and then we can go back to shooting normally again. That's what I'm going to do first, because I don't have a dry ball screw. While on the range, I forgot to mention there are two other ways that you can remedy your dry ball situation. One of the ways involves, of course, you taking out the cylinder, and you're taking your nipple wrench, you take out your nipple on there, and you use a CO2 cartridge. I've got a little kit right there that you can see. I don't actually own one, but I've used one in the past. It uses one of those 12-gram CO2 cartridges like you see right there, and it has an attachment that goes up against the area where the nipple would go into, and you blast out that lead ball with the power of compressed CO2. And that works both for the cylinders and inline muzzle loaders, big rifles and whatnot. That's what they're usually used for, is those big inline Kentucky rifle style black powder rifles. And they work really, really well. And the last way that you can remove a dry ball situation is basically pounding the thing out from the rear. Now, in order to do that, you have to have access to the back of the ball. So just like today, when we use the black powder, the extra black powder in there, we could have just used a small ramrod and pounded it out the front, but adding black powder to the back of it and just shooting it off in general like normal is a lot more fun. If all this black powder shenanigans is too much of a hassle for you guys, which I understand, there's a lot of work involved for not as much shooting. But if you want to stock up on some actual cartridge style ammo, go ahead and check out Black Basin, link down below. They can help you out with all your shooting needs, and it definitely help out the channel as well. All right, I got eyes on here, and I'm just going to put some normal gunpowder. This is normal, just a little bit. This is a printed 30 grain spout, and I put about 20 grains, 25 grains in there. So now, let's go ahead and put the nipple back into the cylinder. Of course, you have a special nipple wrench for your nipples. Got to tweak them nipples. Boy, I've been in front of the camera all day. I'm getting weird. I got to go home. We're going to go ahead and reassemble barrel wedge in, Okay, got my ears on now just in case. Of course, fingers behind the cylinder. And I'll be putting a new cap on here. The only caps I could find were these number 10 caps, unfortunately. This revolver prefers number 11 caps. Well, I couldn't find those, so it may take a couple of strikes of the hammer to get this thing to go off. I've been having some trouble all day on this. So let's see if we can get this dryball situation resolved. Strike 2. I told you it wouldn't work first time. And it worked, and it hit right in the center of the target. Beautiful. Let me show you that real quick here. Let me show you that right there. This revolver loves 25 grains or so for a black powder. There we go, right there. I've been shooting up here all day because I've been shooting like 30 and 35 grain charges, and she shoots high with that. But if I keep her like 20 to 25 grains, boom, I was aiming at the A and I hit the A. I may stick to 25 grains because that's what's most accurate out of this particular revolver. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Well, guys, for me today, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot more of this stuff on the way. If you have any comments, questions, show ideas, leave that down in the comments down below. I try to answer as many of those as possible. A special thanks to Black Basin for all their firearms needs. This channel could not be where it is without their help. And as always, you guys have a great day. See ya.